Now, let's talk about the foreign trade in India during the British rule. First of all, the Britishers had complete monopoly over the Indian trade at that time. And what has to be exported or imported was all set by the British rulers. Certain restrictive policies of the Britishers on the tariff and trade led to a total decline of the Indian trade at that time. There were no policies which could actually uplift or see that the foreign trade in India was increasing. The Indians actually became exporters of primary products, that is of cotton, wool and sugar to the other countries, especially Britain. And they became importers of the finished products like clothes and light machinery from the Britishers. So, the foreign trade in India had again a double setback wherein they became exporter of primary products and importer of finished products, which means decline of their industries, decline of their profits in the trade also. Now, at that time, most of the trade that was carried on by India was with the Britishers. Of course, some little trade was done with China, Ceylon, that is present Sri Lanka and Persia. To further bring about a dent in the foreign trade in India, the Suez Canal opened at this time, which decreased the number of hours that the Britishers took to reach India from Britain. That means increase in the level of trade but in favor of the Britishers. When all this was happening in the country, naturally, India felt the scarcity of essential items of food products because we had become exporters of primary products. That means nothing was left for the home country, and the scarcity of the essential commodities in India led to a decline in the economy of the country. The gold and the silver, which we actually gained from the export, had nothing to do with the well-being of the economy because that was used as an expenses for the Britishers in India, for the offices that they had set up in the country. It was a total drain of wealth in the country. Drain of wealth means that all the wealth of India was drained from here to Britain. So, the foreign trade in India resulted in drain of wealth, which is again a book written by Dadabhai Naoroji. So, just understand that we were at a very, very bad position wherein we were hardly exporting anything called as finished products, and whatever we were gaining little was used by the Britishers. So, we had nothing in hand and it was a total decline of the foreign trade of India at that time.